What's going on, everybody? Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21, please leave the channel now. I appreciate it, for educational purposes only. And we are sponsored by APSU, Soil.com, Grandmaster LEDs, with discount code Yellow Skunk. We also got the Grassroots Living Soil Bags, discount code Yellow Skunk. And don't forget about the pulse grow meter. Same thing. Check out the ladies. Or we hope to be ladies. Look at that thing, it's just praying. Praying to the sun gods. Or to the light gods. The LED gods. These things are looking great. I mean, unbelievable. Every time I walk in here, I'm like, wow. Okay. Look at the difference. And we've got these over here. Look pretty good. They're not praying like those over there, but, you know, we don't expect them to. This is super soil. This is designed to grow really good, obviously. And this is the first run, so we expect these plants to do really well if the APSU soil does what it's supposed to do, which it is definitely doing. We should see a fantastic first couple of runs out of this soil. We'll see how many we get. I'm hoping to get 3 runs without doing any type of amending or any type of feeding or anything like that. So I'm hoping to just put the soil in here, and I hope to get 3 runs. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get these tested, sex tested, and I should get that back by hopefully Monday. We'll take out the males, and what's left, we'll pick the best female that we find, if not 2 or 3, and go from there. I'm really hoping this middle, you can see the difference. These plants look great, but look at the one in the middle there that I direct sowed the seed into the sand and silt. So the seed started off in this, right on top. You can see I just extended that sand and silt over into the bed here, on kind of right to about here, and that layer is just sitting on top of the sand of the super soil. And I just placed the seed right in that sand and silt there. It stays wet because it's being water is being wicked up the hill and over down into the soil bed, so it stays moist all the time, and you can see the difference. I mean, look, it's just undeniable growth difference. So these are the things that I really want to test and look at. So this plant here is the biggest out of all of these because I think it's closest and tapped into where I've got the water. Look at the spinach, it's going crazy. But I have it connected right here, and you can actually see the water line. You see where it's dried out, dry, and then the water line. That's all from that little bit of connection right there. And that whole edge right through there stays moist. Underneath there, the moisture comes down, the soil wicks it up. The roots grow to the water. Pretty cool. Watching it do it. Got the cucumbers over here, looking good. Wheatgrass, cherry tomatoes are getting bigger every day. We got one of these leftovers just as a test run, and this is in that living soil grassroots bag. It's got the plastic lining in it to hold moisture. Great for microbes ran out of some soil. Got to go get some soil. Dennis from APSU told us to stop on by and get us some more soil. So we definitely need to get some more because we still didn't have enough from last time. Look at all this space we have here. It's like an easy 3 inches of space here. We could bring that soil all the way up here. Got the bag just sitting in here. See it holding moisture underneath there. Tomato plant's going crazy. I decided not to stake it up. I just decided to let it go. Just let it go. As you see, the log fell down in there. Accidentally hit it with my hand there. But I was like, oh, the hell with it. Just let it sit there. Fish swim around it. Those are just bullhead minnows. They love to eat algae. So, let's see what's in other here. And I have been pruning this right here. Pull it down. Chop and drop some of this stuff. Thin it out. Let the air flow. Don't want this tomato plant. Oh, I don't want this tomato plant to reduce my airflow down through there from my squash. We got some dill over here coming on up. Our basil looks great. Sage. And we'll probably be planting some. I put some parsley down in here, but I don't think any of it popped. This is just wheatgrass. Chop and drop all this as it grows. Give us some good cover. Yeah, the plants look great over on this bed here. The empress trees, as you can see, are doing their thing. So if you remember, this one here was having some issues. See those bottom leaves are turning yellow. All I did was hit it with some FAA in a gallon of water. It was about 10 mils of fish amino acid in a gallon of water, and I just looked around the plant, and that fixed the issue. She was a little nitrogen deficient a little bit. And that's what I do. I don't test anything. I simply watch the plant. I look at the plant. If the plant is telling me that it needs something, then I'll give it. And I don't expect these plants over here to do as well as the new bed over there because, well, it's a new bed and it's got fresh super soil in it that's designed, like I said, for growing cannabis. This over here is our 6th run, so we're starting run number 6. These are the Paradise Pine. I tell you, the stem rub on these already is fire. Unbelievably potent. And it looks like we got some algae building up down here. So this is what we got to steward. Start pulling it out. Dark green algae. Just throw it over there. And I'm convinced that the skinks got my shrimp. I looked hard for them yesterday. I couldn't find one freaking shrimp. Not dead, not floating, not just moving around. I think the daggone skinks come in here and run shop on them. It's just, I don't have proof of that, but kind of the only thing that makes sense. Hope everybody checked out our show. We had OK Calyx on last night. Awesome dude. Love Kevin to death. His mental health aspects and his gardening are second to none. His IMO is top notch. I mean, the man knows what he's doing when he's going out and making his IMO. The IMO 3 and 4 are on point. Mo certified. I'm pretty sure that Mo's gonna certify that, huh? I grow soil certified. OK Calyx. Coming in hot with the stuff too. I mean, and he's got the fire genetics. That orangeline I just grew is freaking terpy stuff. I mean, if you want fruit, if you're looking for fruit, Kevin's got you covered. OK Calyx has got you covered with the fruit, man. I'm telling you, and he's coming out, what he says, with some gas. So I'm excited for that. Hit his website up, okcalyxgenetics.com, or hit his YouTube up. He's got a YouTube channel, OK Calyx. I'll put his link in the description. But somebody you should definitely follow. Does it his own way. Like if you don't like following recipes, all you need to do is find the basics. And that's what I did, and that's why me and Kevin, are similar in a lot in style, because he put it to me like, look, this is your way, this is your garden, do it your way. All you need to do is learn the basics of nature and follow these basic principles, and you can do pretty much anything. Nature's very forgiving. It's a repair system, really, if you think about it. Things get destroyed and the critters come in the soil and fix and repair. That's what weeds do. I've heard weeds are like mechanics. When you clear land, take it down to, like, say, clay or whatever, removing topsoil, the first thing that usually pops up is grass. Then you get weeds, and then these things grow, fall, building organic matter. This takes thousands of years, of course, but that's how soil is built. From clay rock, from the rock being broken down into clay, and then all the trees falling down, being eroded and being eaten by microorganisms. In that successional chain of events, throughout time, they break down that mineral and organic matter and allow other plants to do their thing. And that's all we're doing here. Chopping and dropping. All these plants that are removing nutrients from the soil have to be put back. And that's where chop and drop comes into play. Of course, it isn't available immediately. This now has to be eaten multiple times by multiple different things before it's released, which is really cool to me. Look, these are the guys there working on it right now. Worms, all the critters. Pretty cool how it all works. Let's see what's underneath here. Look at that. Underneath every rock. That's what they do. As long as we don't add pressure to this soil, and what I mean by that is like make it to where it can't breathe. Like around the edges here. We need to pull on that. Release, like, you see those air pockets. Those are all air pockets. All worm castings. As long as we don't go pushing down, collapsing those air pockets, that soil can breathe. Look at this. That's cool. That's new. As long as that soil can breathe, we're going to have good results. As long as those worms are creating those air channels, we're good to go. Tell me there ain't some life in there building up. I'm about to send Mo some new samples, and I've got some ideas on what we're going to send him this time. We're going to send him some roots. Look at those white roots. And we'll send him something like this to put under the scope. And then we're going to send him some creek algae from this creek and that creek. We're going to, of course, send him soil samples from everything. But we're also going to send him some of the roots from different plants, like the dichondra, the different grasses, and see if we see different microorganisms on those different roots, in the different root structures, and see what we get. So that's where we are, and I appreciate everybody hanging out. Don't forget to go get you a bag of APSU soil. Hit up Grassroots Living Soil Bags, the Pulse, and Grandmasters. And I appreciate everybody, and we'll see you on the flip. Peace.